What if Butch Davis had stayed?
This is the one that kind of caught my attention when I was talking earlier. I mean, like you're talking dynasty. Like he Butch Davis, when he was at Miami, especially, just had this drive to him, and he had this presence. And I mean, he was the coach in 2000. So my freshman year was his final year. And I've told the story on here 300 episodes ago. But long story short, I was walking with a friend of mine on the football team across campus to a class. And that was the day that they got pulled in the middle of the day to go to the Hecht Athletic Center for Butch Davis to tell them that he was leaving in the spring. So, people were talking about, oh, yeah, everybody, well, I heard this, and this guy's dating this person, and she heard that. And I was with my buddy, and he's like, nah, man. And you just saw all these little, all of our classmates, these interns sprinting around campus and tapping guys like, because they're giants, all of them, on the shoulder. Hey, and you just saw all the football players just, and we're just, okay, something clear, because it was in the middle between, class change time. So you could tell something had happened. But man, if Butch had stayed, man, like you saw what it was. I mean, you go and lose second game of the year to Washington in 2000. Still should have made the national championship game instead of Florida State, but they did whatever, fine. But you're rolling. I know Mark is talking about Washington as the thing. I'm just talking about specific to Florida State, who was the one who made it.
Sure.
But I get there is another argument to be made as well. I will admit that. But you're just blowing everybody's doors off. Got that lick back in 01, 65-7, Thanksgiving weekend against Washington. Thank you so much for that. And it would have just kept rolling. And you could tell a little bit, like we're still winning, but then it's just even that second year, too, for Coker, it was just like, it's not exactly like it was last year, the year before. We're still winning, but not the same, kind of a thing. But man, if you look at any coach who's had a major run of elite success in the last 20 years, I don't see why Butch Davis couldn't have had that. I mean, probably with the exception of Saban, just because Alabama is psychotic and he's psychotic, and I don't think that Miami's administration was bought in that same way, especially with Donna Shalala, for the entire longevity of like the 8, 15, 17 years or whatever. But I mean, what Urban did in Gainesville, what Urban did in Columbus, I would say just in terms of timeline, half of what Saban did in Tuscaloosa, what Kirby's done in Clemson. Like, I don't think that it's crazy to say Butch Davis could and would have had that kind of success. Obviously, you need a little bit of luck. You need a little bit of injury luck. You need some, all things need to come together. But man, I think that you would have seen a run of that elite success that was definitely more extended, because I think what we have now is really a single point of unparalleled excellence in 2001. And then some other, really great stuff, like in 2000, you go down to Bourbon Street and, Florida wanted to fight in the streets and they got beat in the street and beat in the field. Hey, I love that. And that's a great thing. But championship level success and everything, I think that you could, there would have been a run there. And I don't think that, and again, I've mentioned three other coaches at 4 other schools. And I'll throw Kirby in there. So that's 5 coaches at 4 other schools. Or 5 coaches at 5 schools. Now, whatever. 4 coaches, 5 schools, because Urban was at 2. But we've seen teams go on runs. It's not crazy to think where we were with him and where it was going. And again, you're getting, not everybody that you want, But you go to Concord de La Salle in the Bay Area and you get DJ Williams, my friend, in 2000, the number 1 overall recruit in America, and have that monster playing fullback as a freshman because we didn't have snaps for him on defense. We got to get you on the cool, man. Hey, play a little bit of fullback. We got you. But we got these 3 senior starters. We got you. Bro, like, yeah. I think a serious run, like, yeah. Them all of our rivals should be very happy that we only got the one that we got because, I mean, which is really 2 because we got screwed. But anyways, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, we will forever disagree on that.
Okay.
We won't disagree on who the better team was. Miami was the better team. I will never argue that.
I mean, I said it
Ohio
last
State
week.
played a hell of a game.
And both teams played a hell of a game.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying that from the standpoint that Miami was a 14-point favorite for a reason.
Yeah. Kenson, what's going on?
So, yeah, I can't in any way argue the Butch Davis. Yeah, we'll never know. But this was a guy that was the offensive coordinator with the Dallas Cowboys, winning Super Bowls.
Defensive?
No, was that Norv? Yeah, defensive coordinator. Yeah. My bad. Norv Turner, offensive coordinator.
Correct.
Yeah, Butch Davis. And and that was at a time when there seemed to be a difference between an NFL coach and a college football coach, where somebody came in from the NFL. It was like, wow, they're playing chess. And that was him. So combination of the energy that you just depicted and the NFL brain and knowledge of the game, put all that together. Yeah,